Okay, grade 5, welcome back to part 2 in the phonics lesson. In this part, we're going to talk about the different sounds of the final ed in the past tense regular verbs. Okay, if I'm going to pronounce the ed right, I have to look at, or it depends on, the final consonant sound at the end of the verb before the ed. So how many sounds do I have for the ed? We have 3 different sounds. First, the ed sound, ed. This is when I find at the end of the verb, before the ed of course, I find the letter or the sound t or d, as t or d. Okay? For example, in the picture in front of you, the verb want, it ends with T, so I pronounce it with the ed, wanted, wanted. Okay? The verb need ends with D, so it becomes needed, needed. Like the verb visit ends with T, so it becomes visited. Okay? Or the verb decide, it ends with the sound D, so I say decided, decided. Okay? So, this is the first sound ed. The second sound t. T. I'm going to pronounce the ed as t. Okay? I'm not gonna add t to the ed. I'm gonna pronounce the ed as t sound. Okay? So, when do I pronounce this as t? When I find before the ed the a voiceless consonant. A voiceless consonant. So, let's check. For example, like in the picture in front of you here, we have the verb help. It ends with p, so it becomes helped. Helped. The verb look ends with k, voiceless, so I say looked, looked. The verb sniff, here it's end with f sound, which is voiceless, so I say sniffed, sniffed. Okay? The gh sound is pronounced like f, f. So when I pronounce the ed sound here, it will be laughed, laughed in the verb laugh. Okay, the sh letters here are pronounced like sh. So in the verb wash, it becomes washed, washed. Okay, the ch are pronounced ch. So when I pronounce the verb watch, it becomes watched, watched. I pronounce the ed as t sound. Okay, the next one is like in the verb kiss, becomes kissed, kissed. Okay, the verb dance, here it's the C letter has S sound, and it's voiceless of course, so I say danced, danced. The X have S sound here, when I say X, so fix, fix like fixed, fixed. Okay, so this is the t sound in the ed. Okay, what about the last sound? It's the d sound. I pronounce the ed at the end of the verb as d when I find before it a voiced sound. Okay, we discussed in the last video, in the last part, the voiced and the voiceless sounds. So here, if I find before it voiced sound, I will pronounce the ed as d. For example, the verb call, here it ends with l sound, so the l here will be in call, cold. The ed is pronounced d, cold. The n, like in the verb clean, becomes cleaned, cleaned. Okay, the r in offer, okay, so here we say offered, offered. Here, damage, j sound, so I say damaged, damaged. Okay, love, love here would be loved, loved. Okay, loved. The s sound here in the verb use, it has z sound. Okay, so I say used, used, used. And the z letter here in the verb amaze becomes amazed, amazed. Okay, and rubbed, rubbed here in the verb rub, like to clean something, you rub it. Okay, so rubbed. Here, the verb claim ends with m, it's voiceless, voiced, sorry, it's voiced, so I say claimed, claimed. you'll find a note at the end of the picture here telling you that some verbs ends with a vowel. So when I'm going to put ed, I'm going to pronounce it as d, because all vowel sounds in English are voiced. Okay? So the verb follow become followed, enjoy, enjoyed, play, played, try, tried, continue, continued. We have also the verb study. It'll be studied. I can't pronounce it as ed or be studied, and this is wrong. So I say studied. Okay? So these are the different sounds of the final ed in the past tense. I hope you understand it well. We're going to upload a small sheet of exercise so you can practice on what we have explained in this part. Okay? See you next time.